I love Showboat the musical. Next time it's at the Muni, don't miss it. Speaking of showboats, a member of the Historic Riverboat Preservation Association, Howie Hirschfeld. Howie, welcome back to Big 550 KTRS.
Well, thank you for having me. Good morning, Kelly and McGraw.
How was Carney yesterday? Was he nice to you?
He was fairly nice to me. He was a little cranky, but then again,
he's
John
Carney. Yeah. All right, good. Yeah. You are in charge of what? The Not Quite Right Improv Troupe fundraiser?
Yes, and the Not Quite Right players in general, but yes.
All right. So first, tell us about the Historic Riverboat Preservation Association.
Well, we have got a head of steam, so to speak, on this. The riverboat is anchored and moored up in Campsville, Illinois. Mm-hmm. A couple of older gentlemen who like us very much, but I think they're deciding they want to. I don't know where they want to go. They want to go somewhere, and they want us to take the boat off their hands. Mm-hmm. We let take the boat off their hands. The inside of the boat in great shape. Actually, when it was moved to St. Charles, and St. Charles owned it, the water level came up, and the hull was kind of damaged. So we are starting a movement to repair the hull, get that ship back in ship-worthy shape inside and out. Inside, it's in great shape. The theater space, the old Showboat theater space, in perfect condition. And then move it down to, hopefully, the St. Louis riverfront. The mayor has said, as soon as this arch grounds work gets done, we can focus on bringing that boat back to where it should be.
What is it about riverboats and St. Louis? They just keep getting sort of fixed up, and I mean, people just can't say no to these things.
Well, no, and you want to get the good ones back where they in good shape and get them back where they should be. We've had, of course, the Becky Thatcher, the Tom Sawyer, the Admiral. These things have come and gone. The Goldenrod's gone through several lives, like a cat. It's got 9 lives. I think we're up to life 11 or 12, so we've kind of gone over our limit.
Right.
But Mark Twain, the Mississippi, the mighty Mississippi, the riverboat. People like that image, and I think it is part of what brings people to St. Louis is that it is a riverfront and the gateway to the West and the city part of it.
So what are you looking for? Are you looking for money, funds for this thing?
Well, funds is a good start.
Because how much is it going to cost to repair that?
To get it to being the hull being repaired is about $200,000, but $1 to $2 million probably gets it repaired, moved, anchored, helps in some of the costs of transporting it, gets it set up in its new home, which hopefully on the riverfront. We've raised so far for the first part of our plan about $80,000 of the $200,000, so we're about almost halfway to that. We're doing all kinds of fundraisers. We've had events down at the Lemp Mansion. We're doing this event at Blueberry Hill Saturday. Fundraisers all year long, starting actually a fundraising Facebook page, which is the thing these days, and raising money through the internet, and just a few folks with checkbooks they haven't used. Well, nobody's using their checks anyway, so you got a lot of extra checks, folks.
Do you need $1 million or do you need $2 million?
Well, I think the $2 million covers us well. We're no way it's going to be more than $1 million. We know that. We've gotten estimates on exactly the repair costs. We've talked to some salvage companies, and they're going to take some parts, help us get this thing so that they can take off our hands what we don't need. In the meantime, repair the stuff we do need. But it's all the hull, really. That ship is good, except for the base of it has kind of got waterlogged and damaged, and that's the part that has to be fixed to make it seaworthy.
All right, now tell us about the Not Quite Right Improv Troupe.
Yeah, we're not quite right.
You're just not right.
Clearly.
Right. I mean, it's a choice. You don't want to go institution, you want to go the route of medication, or you want to just perform in front of the public. And we chose the last of the three.
All right, so where do we go? How do we get there?
A couple of things. You can look us up online at notquiterightimprovcomedy.com. And also this Saturday night at Blueberry Hill, home of food. I don't know, all kinds of great stuff.
Darts.
Darts, the dart room, and we'll be just past the dart room, so you have to kind of dodge the darts to get to the Elvis room, and that's downstairs. And we'll be opening the doors at 7. Tickets are $12. At the door, they're $12. In advance, they're $12. So they're $12. And then 8 o'clock, the show starts. We've been doing improv around this area for almost 20 years and putting on a good interactive get up out of your seat. Even if you're a little reluctant, will make you look good.
And the funds go to the
portion of the proceeds are going to go to the HRPA, the Historic Riverfront Preservation Association, Riverboat, I should say. And just keep building up the till and getting closer and closer to our goals.
So when you do improv, is it totally off the cuff, or do you rehash jokes that you used in the past, or are you thinking, we're going to talk about this, so maybe I can work on that?
Well, I'll give you an example here. I'll do a little improv, quick improv for you. Let's say the riverboat, saving the goldenrod is our topic. And McGraw, why don't you just suggest an emotion? You want to see me play this scene out, but in a specific emotion. You pick any emotion you want, and I'm going to roll with it for you.
Quirky.
You want to hear me talk? I could talk about the riverboat. I mean, I could. I don't want to. I'm not sure. Hey, stop talking to him. No, I'm on the air. You come up after me. No, don't worry about it. No, just take your time. We've talked about this before. I'll call Mom. Don't call Mom. Yeah, I will call Mom. You want to talk to the riverboat? Sure. No problem at all. I got plenty of time. Yeah. He doesn't have any time. He's finished.
Now let's do sad.
Stop staring at Kelly. What? No, she's very attractive. McGraw's attractive too. That's a different situation. Sad. Okay, sad. We don't get the Goldenrod back floating again. All these people that come to St. Louis and go, "Where's your riverboat?" And we'll say, "Well, we don't have one. It's not our fault."
Ladies and gentlemen, that is the type of improv you'll hear Saturday night at the where are you going to be? You're going to be at
Blueberry Hill.
Blueberry Hill. The Not Quite Right Improv Troupe. Do you have a website?
Not Quite Right Improvcomedy.com.
All right, and then the website for the Historic Riverboat Preservation Association
is Goldenrod-Showboat.com.
There you go. Howie Hirschfeld. Howie, thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me, guys.